Hi folks, I hope you're doing okay. It is Sunday the 19th of February. It's just gone 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've got a few bits to show you, and then I can take them out to the shed, and I've got to decide on a new project. So let me start with February's usual pattern books pick that I made, and it was going to be Jacques the Penguin, and it's from Zumigurumi 4, and Jacques is by Irene Strange. There he is. And when I came to it, it says to use light blue yarn. Hang on, let's have a look. Sport weight yarn in pale blue, white, orange and dark blue. This is the pale blue I could find, so not particularly the blue that they had in the picture. I've lost him again. Have a look. I'm gonna get knocked to the pattern page. There you go. So he's like a really pale bluey grey. I couldn't find a light grey. I subsequently I had like a bag full of stuff in the shed, and I sorted it and put it in its various colour cubbies, and found I did have light grey, but that's on me for not putting stuff away. So he is in, I think this is a Deramores blue, and then a Deramores like white cream, just a DK yarn, and then the orange is, I don't know. This is some recycled, I think it's Stylecraft recycled yarn, and I really like the it's quite floofy, but the colours it's got, you know, it's like blue and purple, and you know, it's quite tonal. It's pretty. So I made him a scarf and his beret out of that yarn. I've had all the pieces made for a while, but I just needed to sew them together, so that was my task for yesterday, because the legs you use pipe cleaners, and it's really clever, but you make his legs, and then these kind of go over the top of it, and then you sew the individual toes on, and you make him a little back toe as well. So that took a bit of faffing, but it wasn't as hard as I sort of imagined it would be, and it didn't take as long. I was thinking, oh, I can't bother to do it because it's going to take ages, but it wasn't too bad. The wings, the instructions for sewing on the wings were, I don't know if I got it right, but it's just, there's a bit of movement in them and stuff. I think he'll be okay. So yeah, that's my Jacques. I didn't understand the instructions for the wing, for the beak at all, because it was like do some short embroidery stitches, and I don't embroider, and there was no sort of elaboration on that, nothing in the front of the book to cover. Let me see what they described it as, because I was a little bit perplexed. Embroider the beak with orange yarn. First work 4 short embroidery stitches into the head where you want the beak to begin. Then work 4 short stitches across the first stitches, wrapping them around the first 4. I'm not an embroiderer, so I just I picked up some stitches and did some decreases and sort of made a beak. Yeah, I don't think it massively matters, but yes, there's my Jacques. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit croaky. I'm coughing a lot still, which is annoying. Jacques just fell over. Yeah, my asthma's quite bad at the minute. This cough just seems to kick it off, or you know, together I'm wheezing quite a bit and coughing all through the night. It's quite irritating for everyone apparently, but it can't be helped. So I made some more Octos in between the bigger projects, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is the Sunbeam Aran yarn that I bought from the Wool Factory a couple of videos ago. I did a yarn haul about it. It's nice. It's you don't sort of get the best, it's not high twist or anything, you don't get the best stitch definition, but it's doing some interesting sort of flashing and pooling. I think it looks quite cool. So there are those two, and then I've tried out a fluffier bottom, fluffier tentacles, or fuller tentacles So I think Rel's going to release some details on this. Rel of the dabbling hook. Hi Rel. But yeah, there's sort of a different way of doing it to give the tentacles, you know, to make them bigger and fuller. So I'm not sure which one I prefer. I like them both really. I think this is really cute, and I think it will work really well with some yarns. I think if you are using up scraps and you're running tight on yarn, do the original tentacles because it's less stitches. But if you've got you know, enough, you know, a good bit of yarn to use up, go with the fuller tentacles. Obviously I'll leave it for Rel to put the new pattern details up, but I like it. Jack approves. I've already told Rel, I'm like, yep, Jack's on board, so things can proceed now, obviously, because Jack's giving it the okay. But yeah, cute. I love this pattern. It's the dabbling hook Octo by, well, Rel of the dabbling hook. I'll link it below as always. I think I've made about a bajillion of them. I love them, and yeah, they're perfect to, you know, got a ball of variegated yarn in the car, and if I get to work early and traffic's not bad, I sit outside and crochet, because yeah, I could go in, I don't want to go in. Yeah, it's more fun. It's my crochet mug that Paul and the boys bought me for Mother's Day. I like to party, and by party I mean stay home and crochet. So true. I had a disaster earlier in the week. What day was it? Thursday? I have a big Hogwarts pint mug that I take to work and bring it home. I don't leave it at work. And I was getting it out of the bag, my bag that I take to work, and it just slipped, and I watched it fall and smash quite spectacularly all over the kitchen floor at work. I was like, no. And the amount of people who were like, are you okay? One chap in particular was like, are you okay? I said, yeah, none of it got me, you know. You know, it smashed away from me. He went, no, I mean emotionally. I'm like, oh no, I'm not okay. And then everyone who saw me walking around work with my spare mug, which is by no means big enough and not the right shape, it doesn't keep the tea hot. So we're like, where's your mug? Where's it gone? I was like, don't. And then we had a branch meeting, and we have to do it on Zoom because there's too many of us to fit into one conference room now. And I got my congratulations for 5-year service, and they were like, don't, she's in mourning for a mug today. I was like, I know, it's sad. I have got another one on order, exactly the same, thanks to the Amazon, you know, I searched my orders, just they'd still got it, so I ordered another one. It was supposed to be coming to Monday, no, Tuesday I think it said, but then they tried to deliver it to work yesterday. And I'm working from home next week, and my mug is going to work. And I think my tea, finally, I'll tell you, I ordered from T2. And their sale in January, and they finally dispatched it. They sent us emails saying they were having, you know, delays dispatching because the sale was so popular. But yeah, so that's on its way to work, and I'm working from home. Furious. I'm going in on Wednesday though. But I've got tomorrow off work, one day off work, and the kids are on half term. So I've got one day off, and then I'm going to work from home every day but Wednesday because Paul's got the day off, so I thought they can do what they need to do here or go in and out, whatever, and I will go to the office because I've got more, my screens are better set up at work after bringing my laptop home now, and I work on that from 4 till 5:30, but I've gone from my 2 screens to my little laptop screen, and it's not fun. But I think we're getting a new monitor so I can use that at home, so that will be good. But yes, anyway, enough work waffle. So after I spoke to you last video about the excuse me, the squid and the bat that I wanted to make, and they were both by Plushy Co. I'll link below. I believe she's Ukrainian. I saw when I was looking for the pattern, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So, yay for supporting people from Ukraine and designers and stuff. Yes, so I made another squid. I didn't mess up the tentacles this time. I actually read the pattern counted properly. So it's got 2 of these sort of, where's the other one? Yeah, it's got 2 different tentacles, and then the rest are all the same. And this is, it was the Bernat, oh, nearly hit me in the eye, Bernat blanket yarn. I can't think what it's called, Bon like that. But I used most of what I had left on this. I might have enough for one of those cute little dinosaurs, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to give it a whirl. If not, it can be an Octo or something. But I love this yarn. I think it looks really nice. I think I made a chubby bunny out of this. Have you seen, Valerie's got a video out. Hi Valerie. Valerie of Old Soul Crochet Company. She's got a new video out. I've not watched it yet, it's in my watch later because I've just not had time. But yay, Valerie's back. So there's my squid. And then, because I was talking about it on the last video, I thought I really should make one. So I've made the little bat ghost. Little, he's not little, is he? The bat ghost that I showed you the pattern for last time. Oh, so much white yarn just attracts all the dirt, and then I had to pull one of the wings off because it just wasn't right, and I'm gonna have to like get some sellotape or something. There's just little bits, I don't know if you can see it, but there's bits of black, and I just, as much as I try, I keep finding them again. So he will have to go in a plastic bag away from everything else before he goes on sale, because he just gets covered in fluff and dirt and all sorts. So he's quite big. Yeah, it was an easy enough pattern. It's just making sure you getting the wings to behave, sit up. But he's really cute, and I had him on the sofa over there, and Paul walked in like in the evening. Obviously the lights aren't on in here, and he walked in, he was like, "That's not creepy, is it?" So now we keep sort of randomly picking him up and going to him, going, "Oh!" It's not as scary as that skeleton head I made. What was it supposed to be, like a PJ pal or something? I'll have to bring him in and show you, but I put blue behind the eyes. I think it was blue, or I used blue eyes or I did something, and he's quite scary looking, and I never made the rest of him because the head was huge. I had no idea it was going to be that big, so I put the rest of it on hold because he had to make like a hoodie for him, and I didn't have time. I put him aside, and then I had to move him outside because he kept scaring people. Just this skull. He doesn't know he's scary. So that is what I've made since I saw you last. When was that? Saturday last week? It's not bad, is it? And then I have to pick a pattern for March. Excuse me. So I'm going to use the Mini Kingdom book. Girl I work with who crochet, she ordered the yarn they recommended in the book. I think it's that yeah, the katana, I think it is. It's beautiful. It's like cotton yarn. Really, really nice stitch definition. See if I can find the first pattern and see if it recommends what yarn. Yeah. Oh, Catania Originals sport weight yarn. So I don't know if I'm going to pick like one pattern right now because they're diddy, so I might make more than one. But let's have a look. The kids and I put a list together. We've got king, unicorn, lamb, narcissus, cow, knight. So what's that? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns out of this that we've already sort of got earmarked. What's narcissus? It must be one of the flowers, surely. Oh look, there's a little bee. Oh, and a hive. Oh, that's really sweet. So I think what I'm going to do is just work through this and find cute things that I want to make. Oh, that beehive's adorable. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, I might have to just have a play and see how many of them I can make in a month, or in the month. Yeah, I mean it's just adorable. And there's what, 36 patterns in this book, so I think I will say I definitely want to make the unicorn, and I think the lamb would be fun. The jester's cool. Let's see if I can find the title page. Sorry, I'm the Jester and the Magician Wizard. Oh, so sweet. But yes, so I will, oh, look at the dragon. I've got to find the whole picture of, yeah, unicorn. So unicorn, dragon, the knight. So yeah, I'll probably just post on Instagram when I finally picked which one I'm going to start with. But yeah, I would probably say I'm going to make a couple of these because they are really sweet. So if you've made anything from this book before, let me know. Daisy, who I work with, she's shown me some of the ones she's made and they are adorable. I think she's trying to make them all for her son, you know, to play with. He's only, is he a year old now? He might be a year old. But you know, these are ideal because you've got a whole range of, you know, you've got a game sort of set up there and you've already got a wizard and a knight and horses and stuff, so I think it's lovely. So yeah, that unicorn's really cute. I think I might have to make the unicorn. But yes, that's my book I would be working from in the month of March. So I'm going to get some colours picked. It's only the 19th today. God, I feel like I was going to run out of time to finish Jacques, and now it's only the 19th. But yeah, so I don't know what else I'll be making along the way. I've got a new tub that Paul cleared some stuff out yesterday. So I've got a new little tub that I might put these things in because my big tote is quite full at the minute. Excuse me. But I think it's mainly full of blankets and stuff. I know I sold quite a few of my Amis, but it's one of those, I really need to get in there and look at what I've got and write myself a list. But we're not quite into spring yet where I can go and hang out outside. Mind you, it looks quite nice out there today. Maybe I'll go do that this afternoon. Maybe I'll rope Jack in, he can be my helper. I think Tobin's going to his friends. He swanned off into town yesterday, Tobin did, and had a McDonald's breakfast with his friend. And then they were in town for a while and they wanted to, oh no, they went to the park and then they wanted to go swimming. Excuse me, but I said to them, you need to perhaps come home and have some lunch first. So then I took them, I took Tobin to the leisure centre to drop him off with his mate, and while they went swimming I went in the gym. I did leg day. I'm feeling it today. Oof. And like, there's only like four exercises. I'll add a few in. No, 4 would have been enough. 4 would have hurt anyway, so I suppose I've done extra. And I had to I jumped on the chest press machine because the machine I needed, or both of them I needed, were being used. So I thought rather than stand and stare at the person who's on the machine until they leave, because that's rude, I'll do some chest presses. So yes, I think I'll leave it there because I can feel that I'm going to end up coughing if I talk for much longer. So yeah, I hope you're doing okay. Sorry, here comes the coughing. So I'm going to get all this tidied up, put Azumigurumi 4 back into my bookcase. Quinn, hi Quinn, is back making videos. I'll post a link to her channel. I think she's working on Kirk, and she's not long made a Stanley giraffe. That seahorse is cute. I don't know if I've got that on my list. But yeah, so I'm quite excited at the prospect of working through this in March and making some cute things, because they're smaller. I feel like I can do more than one. I mean, obviously I could make more than one of probably one of these a month for the amount I crochet, but sometimes following a full-on pattern doesn't always, I don't know, I'm not in the right place to do that, if you know what I mean, or if I'm snatching 20 minutes to crochet while I'm watching Jack swim, I don't want to take a book and all that to go with it. And I've got to do some hunting later because I lost my pins. I don't know where they are. My little leaf pins. I had them for something. I don't know what I had them for. This dude, I think, but placing his eyes. Can I find him? No. So I'm going to have to do some more hunting. Yeah, I was trying to find them to pin the wings on last night and I couldn't. I was like, what have I done with them? I'll probably find them in my car. That's actually, I should probably check. Wonder if I'd had them in one of the various bags I take and leaving that, you know. I go out to work with my laptop bag, my backpack, my bag with like my lunch and stuff in, because my backpack's actually too small to fit most things in. It's got my purse in and that. And then I always have another extra bag of whatever I'm crocheting, because if I get to work early, I am crocheting. I think everyone should have that before work. Do like 10-15 minutes of what you enjoy, because then I'm all like chilled out and happy when I walk into work. It may not last long, but just to calm me down from the drive and the stress of getting the kids to school, which is stressful, really is stressful with these two. You know, just sitting still, drinking out of a travel mug of tea. I just sit there and I crochet mostly octopuses and drink my tea, and then I can go into work feeling all chill. Anyway, there you go, there's my tip for the day. Avoid going into work and crochet. I think everyone would be happier, wouldn't they? So, yeah, pattern pick for March is Mini Kingdom. Like I say, let me know if you've made anything from it and show me pictures maybe. Or tag me on Instagram so I can see. It's just Blue Cherub on Instagram. And yeah, I will leave it there because I've probably got to make some lunch before Tobin goes to see his friend. Anyway, so yeah, take care everyone. Let me know what you're doing and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye guys.